Good morning, everybody. RV living with the geezer. And I'm just getting out of this traffic in Decatur. Pulled over to get this, well, that's crooked. Pulled over to get this camera set up. Traffic was heavy up there this morning. Yeah, I had to run up to Walmart and then I had an app on my phone for 35% off CVS at that drugstore place. And so I get powdered magnesium there that I take. It's good to supplement your magnesium when you get a little older. And so I got 35% off that, so I figured like that was a win. And then while I went into Walmart, and while I was there, I got some cheaper chicken breasts for Blanca. I put them in the freezer. So I'm out spending money, but I'm saving a little money. So that works. Yeah, and while I was in Walmart, I walked by the pharmacy and I saw this sign that said free shingles vaccinations for seniors 65 and over. So I went up there and the pharmacist came out, real nice guy, and I said, yeah, you just come in here, don't have to schedule an appointment, just walk in and we poke you, and then 2 months later you get another one. And I said, well, I'm moving in like a month, and I'm going out to where there's a Walmart in Fort Stockton, which would be 90 miles from Fort Davis, but he said, well, you know, he said you can just, it'll transfer, so I think I'm going to go ahead and get that done. My uncle had shingles years ago, and oh, he suffered bad. And any of y'all out there have any thoughts on that, on the shingles vaccine? I asked the pharmacist if there was any side effects, or he just said just like a shot, just sore arms. So if any of y'all had experience with that, I'd appreciate you commenting and letting me know the pros or the cons. But it was like $500 to get those shots, and then it went down to like $200 with insurance, and now it's for seniors, it's free at Walmart, maybe other places too, because they're just mom and pop drugstores in Alpine. Fort Davis doesn't even have a drugstore. So anyway, yep. So I think I just want to get a few. I'm going to call my buddy Gene. Gene knows about every vaccine that's ever been invented, I think, through the VA, and I'm sure he's had the shingles shot, so I'm going to see what he says about it. But sounds good, then I'll probably just go right back up there at the end of this week and get it, and it would be like June 1st I'd get another one out in Fort Stockton. Because I'm moving right here about 1 more month, guys. I'm gone. The end of April or very beginning of May. Man, I had a little brainstorm on that. I thought, man, I'd rather take a beating than pull a trailer down I-20 again. And I thought, well, if you don't really want to do that, you don't have to. I make a 2-day trip out of it anyway. I said, why don't you pull it down a nice drive down through on Highway 16, and you can get down to Llano, and then you can cut off to the west at Llano and go through Mason. This is the first day, and pop out at Junction, which is on IH-10, and IH-10 isn't near as bad as I-20. I know, I pulled trailers on I-10 for years. It doesn't even compare to being as bad as I-20. and just spend the night in Junction. And then you've got about 300 miles the next day. And by going that route, I added up the mileage both ways. Going that route, it's about 60 miles further because you're doing like an L instead of a straight shot. But be so much less stress, so much less stress. Nowadays, that's what it's all about to me, is less stress. So I think that's what we're gonna do. In fact, I'm actually looking forward to it now, because that Highway 16, I tell you what, it has zero traffic on it. I can poke along there at 55 miles an hour pulling that trailer, and if you get out on I-20 and you're trying to pull at 55, you're going to get run over by an 18-wheeler. I guarantee you, you're going to get blown off the road. So, yeah, that just sounds so much better to me. So that's what we're going to do. And say, I'm going to watch Sunny's first game is tonight, her first Little League game. So I'm going to watch her, and their season is only 10 games, twice a week, so it's 5 weeks. I don't know if I'll stay for the whole season, just depends how much fun it is. And my son's season will probably be over first part of May. It's not looking real bright for their, they may make the playoffs, but I don't know how far they're going to go. But, yeah, we went out and watched the Boyd High School team last night. The boys play baseball, and they're ranked 8th in the state right now in 3A. They've got a really good team. And they played a team last night. Calvin and I and the two little ones went out there, and they played a team last night that wasn't very good, and we left after the second inning. It was 9-0 Boyd, and they ended up, I saw on Facebook this morning, they ended up winning that game. They called it after 5 innings. It was 22-0. So we didn't want to stick around for that. Yeah, they've got a good team. They might go a ways this year. But yeah, I guess that's about it. Let's see. Today's Taco Tuesday. I gotta go. This holder keeps slanting over. I'm sorry, I didn't notice that. I hope you weren't looking on an angle this whole time. I've been watching the road. Yeah, today's Taco Tuesday. I gotta go find a taco somewhere a little bit later on. I got an idea. I won't divulge it right now. And then next week I got a special one coming up. It'll be one done at home, but I'm gonna cook you all up a special taco for next Tuesday. So. Yeah, I was going to tell you one of my fire department stories. I got a good one I want to tell you all, but this has already been running for a while, so I'll probably just go ahead and close this one out. Yeah, this is Highway 114 right here. And, this is the one that runs back in right through Boyd. So, yep, I take Lexi to volleyball practice every Monday, so I took her yesterday evening, because she has to be there at 4:45, and of course both parents they can't get off that early. And that was her last. This coming weekend is her last tournament till like next fall, when she starts playing middle school ball again. This is that select team she's on. Yep, yeah, I'm talking to her about it a little bit yesterday, and I said, well, that's good, you'll be off for the summer, and she actually got sort of a little frown on her face, and the girl loves her volleyball. So I think she's, you know, I think she's sort of sad that it's the last tournament for till like September. They give them a break during the summer. So, but anyway, so I won't be hauling her over, and it'll be easier on the Calvin and Stephanie. Yeah, they're both so busy, you know. That it's hard getting 3 girls to different activities. If you put your mind to it, though, where there's a will, there's a way. I remember we did it, and you know, when we had all 3 kids at home. So you just coming and going, you know. I was working 24 hours at a time. My wife was hauling them all over the place. So, you know, on the days that I was at the fire station. See his car pulling up right there. Boy, that just, since that woman pulled out in front of me, that just, it gets me. And I'm looking forward to no more of that. Do you see how fast that van pulled up to that stop sign? It's like, what if your brakes were a little weak, you know? You're gonna slide out into the middle of this highway. They pull up there, and they pull up to a stop sign, and they're going 40 miles an hour and slam the brakes. You know, I talked to you all about, I bet y'all are tired of it by now. It seems like every driving video, except the ones when I'm on the back roads, I get some road rage. You know, that's another stressful thing that's going to be gone. You know, people don't drive that way out in West Texas. It is a whole different culture out there, and I've finally come to realize that it's where I'm supposed to be, with the way I am. You know, just like I told you all before about that old doctor that she told me. I told her I was moving back up here, and she said, "What in the holy so-and-so do you want to do that for?" I said, "My grandkids?" And man, she just shook her head. So, yeah, I've told you all about that before. Old geezer, he's repeating himself. So, all right, guys, peace out. Stay blessed. Stay positive, and I'll have a Taco Tuesday coming up here after a while, probably this evening. So take this thing home and upload it. Be talking at you later. Bye-bye.